been a while since we've been able to update you on the court proceedings involving Ruby, Franke, and Jodi Hildebrandt because nothing really had changed. We've been waiting for the prosecution to go over all of the discovery, and then things were going to move forward. Today, the deputy Washington County attorney requested waiver hearings for later this month. They were requested separately, one intended for Ruby Franke on December 18th, one for Jodi Hildebrandt on December 27th. Waiver hearings can indicate a number of things, including a potential for a plea bargain or just to get both sides together to speak. I spoke with a criminal defense attorney, Sky Lazaro, about where this case appears to be right now. What is a waiver hearing?
A waiver hearing is a procedural hearing set by the court. It's more of a status conference where the court discusses with the defendant and the prosecutor and defense counsel whether or not the defendant wishes to set a preliminary hearing or potentially waive their right to have a preliminary hearing if there's some sort of plea offer.
Do you get the sense when something like this is scheduled that there have been the discussions and a plea bargain or a guilty plea could be looming?
Not necessarily. These are set as a matter of course. In reviewing the docket, my sort of take on it is that the prosecutor requests that this be set because it was continued without date previously. And I think their concern is if we don't set something, this case is going to fall through the cracks. We need to get it moving. It is interesting. There was a motion filed for an expedited detention hearing early on in the case. Sounded like they wanted to be able to address those things. And then the continuance was filed on the basis that there was, I think, copious amounts of discovery is the language that was used. So I don't think this is uncharacteristic of cases where you think, we want to get in front of a judge to discuss detention. It's hard to do that, to argue whether or not the prosecutor has substantial evidence to hold a defendant until you've reviewed what the state has. They're still entitled to a preliminary hearing. It doesn't look like no pleas have been entered and won't be entered until after that. So I don't anticipate anything new happening unless they request another detention hearing, prior to a preliminary hearing being set.
Again, these were requested hearings. They have not been officially scheduled, although the dates and times were recommended. We'll keep you updated on things as we learn them, as we've been doing the whole way. We've been covering the 8 passengers child abuse allegations case for months now. Been working to speak with those who say they've been impacted by either some of the practices here or alleged practices, and you can head to our 8 passengers playlist page on our YouTube channel to watch all of our coverage.